And I think that TS is scared that SRG is going to go something along the lines of Phoveus now that they've seen like everybody on their side except for the Hilda can actually dash to proc him. Minzatar is a little too dangerous, and overall, from the way that I'm seeing it, I think it's kind of up to SRG what's the worst poison.
Yeah, Yuzong is still available if you want to go for something like that. If you're I think they can go for something very divey.
No one can escape my iron fist.
There's an Alice, but oh, Esmeralda.
0% win rate right now for the Batang.
0%.
It has not been doing good, but it's also been picked very, very few times.
Yeah, I mean the other options too. I think even the Hylos has a very low, if not 0% win rate. so the options left for Yums were quite limited too.
Yeah.
Team Spirit and their EXP lane.
Or Rope. Who knows?
Or Rope.
I don't know. If TS decide to,
I just don't want to see Uranus, please.
I would immediately think of the Uranus though if they just want to match. But Kid Bomba being Kid Bomba, we definitely would prefer to see him on.
Be yourself, Kid Bomba. Pick up a Yuzong.
I think that's kind of the... yeah, I don't know. It doesn't feel like there's a good EXP
Be yourself.
Yeah, be yourself. Don't be Uranus.
Exactly. So going for the
Get
glue
it?
also
Yourself,
makes sense.
Uranus. Get it?
That sounds like a hole that I don't want to go into.
Can Team Spirit finally get a win against the Selangor Red Giants?
Yeah.
Find out. We jump right into the land of Dawn and Break. Give us your first initial thoughts about the draft, because I feel like it's either or.
Yeah, I do feel the same way. I think the way that there's a Badang Farsa in mid would immediately grant SRG ways to deal with the pressure that Sawo could potentially do on this Hilda. And we're seeing it right now. There's such fast wave clear that we're getting, but it's not that Team Spirit are incapable of fighting back.
That's a new Badang skin. I've never seen that skin before.
It's new.
Right? It's new. I haven't seen that before.
It's pretty good. It's a pretty good skin. And so far, the trades have been very proactive so far, with Little Wanderer falling into the hands of TS. At the very least, we're seeing that Team Spirit understand that level 4 is probably where things are going to happen. Sawo, I'm sorry, you're early game oriented, but let's just focus on those mid trades because there's no bigger plays to be made.
Yep, Temporal Rain again for Innocent on this Sora. We did see this previously as well. And laning is definitely going to be one of the interesting parts of this matchup, because the way it's looking right now, and it's sort of expected because of the recent adjustments to the Granger, but Innocent early on is already dealing so much pressure to Hiko.
Yeah, I agree, because right now we really have to look at all the lanes here, because even got to talk about mid. Team Spirit technically is winning the lane, but the fact that Stormy and Yums is holding out, making it no entry point for Team Spirit to actually go and take away any of the green camps is honestly good for Selangor Red Giants, because even though they don't have a marksman in the gold lane, they wouldn't mind actually waiting for the game to extend to 7 minutes first before really considering doing anything.
Oh, Sawo stealing away the gold crab. No, I totally agree with you, right? Because it's one of those scenarios whereby your HP is a more valuable resource than actually having pressure when you don't have prio.
Oh.
Crab might be in some trouble here. He takes the Electrify Beats, and that's first blood already as the guy's looking for a trade back. With the help of the turtle boat, he gets it. That's Sawo going down. Feathered Airstrike comes immediately after, on towards Sunset Lover. Flickers out of the way. Even the Lethal Ignition didn't burn him down low enough. He loses his regenerate because of it, and now the turtle being contested heavily as Yums trying to control both members of TS single-handedly as the rest of SRG comes in for the fight. Pulled on by Sora, and one shot takes it away. Electrifying Beats into the Retribution. Big wins for TS.
Oh, because look at that, Sakai is still on cooldown.
He didn't have his Retribution, but SRG were able to set up so well for that. Yums has been holding that turtle bit for a very long time, even when Stormy was trying to take out Sunset Lover in mid. And that's why they weren't able to burst it down as quickly as they wanted to. But without the Retribution, that became the big problem for SRG.
Honestly, I feel like valiant effort, because I can see a world where SRG could have gotten that, because Innocent was there, and he used the shifting clouds. Oh, hold on, looks like a trade up top with Sawo.
It's a full combination, you can't break out of it. Fist crack, fist break, Yums locks him down.
And Hiko almost got 1v1. Oh, it is!
There you go.
Innocent!
This is gonna be a problem. Sawo, you're the guy expected to really put the pressure for Team Spirit early on, but SRG, they see you as a target, not as a threat.
Oh, wait, hold on. Already using the Mountain Shocker, and punished straight away. Good usage from Sunset Lover to find the pick onto Yums.
Very proactive, very proactive. response from Team Spirit. They're not allowing the momentum to completely shift in favor of SRG. But what we fail to take into account so far is the fact that the gold lane is a bit too pressured by Innocent.
He's dead. Exactly. This is why Sora is a nasty laner. He should technically die here. There we go. Sawo gets a trade back. Hiko, despite him dying, he does end up finishing his Sky Piercer. So now the engine is set up. Where is the gasoline?
Yeah, but again, it does look like for SRG, they're just like, you know, Innocent, even if you have a trade, it's fine. Sawo gets hit here.
Feathered Airstrike already connecting. His Sunset Lover tries to cancel out Stormy early. Sawo low, and Flicker coming in from Cram to secure it. Electrifying Beast coming out from one shot, just scratching the surface. Cram, kiting, knowing that he is doomed, is willing to buy enough time, and Yulms decides to back off from this initiation. Who's gonna get it? One shot or Sunset? Nah, it's one shot.
Beautiful decision from Cram. He could have walked back, but he decided to walk away just so SRG could make sure that they get the objective all to themselves. He bought so much time, even almost getting the attention of Sunset Lover, but then what could you do at that point? No one was ready to contest against SRG.
Oh, I mean, he's trying. Innocent is trying to be extremely proactive on the map. He needs to get us off, but he's too late as Sawo blows him out of the water. One shot, now going back to his farm.
Yeah, a bit of a mistake, but it's really nice to see for SELANGOR Giants as well as Team Spirit. It's always a joy. Oh, joy. It's always nice to see when teams really understand what their job is and executing it very well. Like in the previous alteration that they had, Cram sacrificing himself so that you can get more farm onto Sakai's, and Innocent understanding he can trade 1-for-1 because with this kind of draft, it's more valuable for SRG for Hiko to die than Innocent to be alive.
Yeah, it's a fighter. And it's not like he doesn't still get the necessary farm even as the Sora, because he's been winning lane for majority of this game already. So even if you would look at, or even if you would compare the gold between these two gold laners, he's still slightly ahead of Hiko, and I guess that's what really matters. The fact that he's not able to stack as much in terms of the Sky Piercer stacks, and the fact that they're not allowing this Granger to snowball. But now, they're gonna take out some turrets, and I think that's a really good decision to make considering that they haven't gotten any just yet. But before that...
Oh, they're looking for an opportunity here. Transformed, and now looking for more. Sunset Lover, he could look for an engagement. They've already used the Mountain Shocker. They know exactly where they're going, and unfortunately for Innocent, he's going to be first. Oh, Flicker's out of the way! Still getting punted down by Sawo. A trade back coming in from Sakai's, and on the opposite side, we do see that one shot gets obliterated. SELANGOR Red Giants opening the fan wide as Kid Bomba now making an attempt on their life. Sakai still with the traceless able to get out of there with the help of Yobs to buy a bit of time.
Oh, Stormy!
Now, Flicker after Flicker, but does Stormy have the Feathered Airstrike? He doesn't. Cram on the way. Falling Star Moon, is it gonna connect to the backline? Gets on top of Sunset Lover. A Flicker Feathered Airstrike, but the movement almost good enough. A double for Stormy.
Dude, you gotta respect Barca when she does have that lightning truncheon, but now one shot tries to get over it. Stormy gets out of the map.
They want to do a little bit more as Cram is gonna get reduced down from his armor. And Innocent wants to just punt him down, give him the kill, ults right into it, and Slade. Innocent finding another.
Gideon, when you say this is gonna be a bloodbath, you weren't kidding.
I don't lie, sir. I do not lie, but this game is only gonna get worse.
Yep, he had to stand up after that. That was like 3 minutes or 2 minutes straight of them fighting against each other, but nonetheless, SRG, hold on, Kid Bomba will get away with this. But going back, they were just able to constantly re-engage up until that moment where they knew that they had an opening once again to get the last turtle, and they did. And now they're still up ahead despite that constant kills being picked up here by Sawo, which by the way is really interesting because it seems like so far it's Sawo who's being the finisher and not entirely One Shot or any other member.
Yeah, because again, SELANGOR Giants, the way that they've been kiting around forces Team Spirit to chase, but no one can really chase except for Sawo. And it's good for SRG because Sakai's hasn't been killed off just yet. Attempts were made. They tried. Not that they didn't. They tried. Speaking of, right now, Innocent looks like has been shown here. Should be able to get away, though.
He should be able to hop over the wall if he wants to. Stolen Feathered Airstrike coming in from Sunset Lover as a deterrent to show that these are their borders, and Team Spirit will not be having the Red Giants walk in their territory.
Yep, right now they're going to start grouping up together. They have to protect Hiko and enable him
They're on top of Yums. I mean, Kid Bomba can decide to get on top of him if he wants to, but the Traceless is going to be, the Mountain Shocker is going to be a huge deterrent. They know exactly where everybody is. And now Sora gets a free push on that top side as they look for the engagement down onto Cram. They're trying to deny his space and now finally reducing his armor. The help of Sawa allowing Hiko to find one. That's a little bit of gas in the engine, but he's going to need a lot more if he wants to win this game.
Yep, we just mentioned it. Team Spirit, now they're the ones grouping up together. Definitely sacrificing some side lanes to a certain extent, but so long as they get Hiko going, then that's what's gonna matter for them at this point.
Oh, gonna be a hot game here. Sawa once again on the back line, but Hiko now having to go into a 1v1, allowing Sakai's to finish off the kill. He goes out of bounds. Great tech coming in from Innocent. Ult already used, but the major members and players are out of there. Hiko dies. Sakai's trades, one shot, disappeared. A 2-for-1 in favor of SRG.
But again, I kind of feel like it's good because look at the draft coming in from Team Spirit. If Hiko is not doing well,
yep,
who else is going to come up? Because even a one-shot will be able to get 1 or 2 kills. With the draft that SELANGOR Giants has, they can survive much longer, and then they can punish him.
and that was hard.
No worries. I think the damage profile is kind of scuffed, right? There's only one person who really takes advantage of the Hilda and needs Sky Piercer, but everybody else is like, if you just stop the initial damage, it doesn't matter, right?
And that was the only time we get to see Hiko not being protected, because it was right after a fight that they won. So you would expect that they'd have a bit more breathing room so Hiko could go elsewhere or manage other things across the map. But that was an opportunity that SRG took to make sure that there would be no time for Team Spirit to relax even just for a bit.
Yeah, now having that malefic roar is going to be much more difficult for Kid Bomba as well as Sao to do their job. Speaking of, I like that Crime, even though he got caught, he did not use the flicker because 18 seconds away for the Lord. So I appreciate that he understood that he's going to die and not going to use his 2-minute resource just to make sure that they can get something here in the Lord, which, by the way, I really feel like they have the draft that is able to punish Team Spirit here.
All right. The Mountain Shocker has already been thrown out. All positions have been revealed. Trying to get a little bit of poke onto Kid Bomba's side, forcing Innocent to go into his iframes. Now that he's in his lightning form, really, the resources starting to come out. Feather Airstrike first! Saved by a flicker. Kid Bomba walks away alive, but that's a lot of major resources from the side of SRG.
Yeah.
We can see that SRG, they're making it a hard time for Team Spirit to get to the back line.
Yeah, and I feel like One Shot was preparing for that moment. You could see how Kid Bomba was just tanking, looking for the info. One Shot was trying to get his stacks on the dashes, but wait!
That's another flicker. They're just bleeding them out slowly. 2 flickers down, 2 more to go.
And all the while, Stormy now does have that ult again. Sunset Lover as well does have the Feather Airstrike, so it's definitely a resource that both teams want to bait out before they really commit for this Lord.
Yeah, because unlike SRG, they have all their flickers intact. Stormy could just use the wings by wings, and he's gonna be all right. But Team Spirit, how efficient are they gonna be in terms of checking the bushes? When are they going to find where Innocent is? They cannot start any fights without having all these information in check.
And I think the worst part for Team Spirit is that now the bot wave in a net push for SRG, somebody needs to deal with that before it starts making its way into the inhibitors. And now this allows SRG to actually sit right on top of the Lord. This has been pre-planned, and now with the Mountain Shocker, they reveal everybody's positions as they back away to keep on kiting. The Stolen Feather Airstrike is gone. Innocent had an opportunity. Unfortunately, he was terrified. Sawa the next to fall with the help of Cramp to slow him down. This is what SRG want to do, play the war of attrition.
This kind of looks like a carrot on the stick kind of situation where SELANGOR Giants like, hey, you see these carrot come chase after us, and every single time they group up and it's like, okay, we're just gonna kill them one by one.
Oh, did Cramp get the orange buff? He actually did!
And now he loses his flicker for it. They know that Sunset Lover doesn't have his all-feathered airstrike, maintaining the borders, holding them strong. Cloud form from Innocent, but doesn't get anybody. Now Sunset Lover with a stolen ult of his own tries to get involved. Yums knows that he's going to go down, so he will buy some time. Sakai's secures the Lord. Sakai's in trouble. Hiko takes him out with a double kill, looking for a third as Cram takes out Sunset Lover. One shot finds Cram, and that's a 3-for-1 trade in favor of Team Spirit.
I do not think that was worth it for one reason, and Hiko got killed. Oh, never mind. I take it back. Never mind. You know what? Spoke too soon.
They were thinking of the long game.
Yeah.
Ended up being a
Cassacurs.
3.
Cassacurs. All right, good for SRG then.
Oh my goodness. Such a prolonged and extended team fight we saw right there, and multiple instances of SRG failing to get what they actually wanted. you didn't see the cloud form, the setups actually connect onto the members of Team Spirit. You didn't see SRG actually finding the right timings, even though they were able to take out Sawo early on before the fight eventually broke out. But it took long enough. He got back, but now Team Spirit, fortunately, they're not letting SRG get any more than this.
Yeah, look at the goal difference, almost 2,000 in mid. And even Innocent looks like he wants to go for, I'm guessing, a Malefic Roar here. So the next time he finds Kid Bomba or Sawo, they're going to be done. It looks like for Selangor Giants, they really want to make sure the front line of Team Spirit cannot do anything in this game.
Yeah, they're really trying to just poke them out for as long as possible, right? Which is why they're targeting Sawo, Kid Bomba, stealing away the buffs, trying, instead of saying, you know what, we need to kill one shot, let's just take away his resources. Yeah. Everything feels interconnected, but I still feel that Team Spirit are putting up one hell of a fight, man.
Make him hungry.
Make him hungry.
Yeah. Especially if we see them able to connect. Because for the majority of the team fights that were taking place earlier on, it's Kid Bomba trying to engage, getting really low, then forced out by SRG before they even get to make anything out of it.
But I understand that Kid Bomba could not go in because SRG, they're holding onto their dashes, and if he just jumps onto anyone willy-nilly, they're just gonna dash away, and then he's stuck on an island, and that island is Selangor.
Yep, and wow,
yeah, I know. I'm clever.
Look, Cram, he's now in a really weird position because he was about to get sandwiched, but now look at the Kid Bomba on the opposite side trying to do the same thing. The feathered airstrike doing so much. Kid Bomba, he's so close to falling. Traceless out of there. Flicker coming in from Sawo to try and make it happen. Drops the turtle ball on top of him. Oh, one shot gets peeled off by Yums like a man punching a can. You need the right tools for the job.
If you want any kind of friends, find friends like SRG, man.
God.
How did he save Sekai's from that moment? The turtle ship, the traceless, everything was already committed just because Team Spirit were so adamant on chasing after him. But now it's all the more worth it. We have 10 seconds before the next Lord, and Sekai's is still okay.
I mean, it's really lucky because if it was a second too late, I'm pretty sure that one shot would have made it over the wall and killed him with the electrifying beats. Luckily, he got cancelled before he pushed through the halfway point of that wall mid-dash.
Oh.
Now the Lord is up, and both sides want everything for themselves. Sawo already gone, zoned away by Innocent. Stormy has it. Oh, does he not have his feathered airstrike? Yes, he already used it earlier. Uses his wings by wings early, and that's going to be the Lord for the side of SRG.
Wow, Cram gave enough information for SRG to confidently go at Sawo. They did not hesitate to take him out. They knew that one member of Team Spirit was still trying to manage the opposite wave and that there was not enough time for Team Spirit to catch up. Oh my goodness, this 5k gold lead, Team Spirit have to find a way to deal with this, but their only range is going to be that copied feathered airstrike and Hiko on this Granger.
Brigida, Gideon, if anyone asks me, what's a not fun game? I would say this is one, because if I'm Team Spirit and I'm on this group, like, what do you guys want me to do? I can't tank, but you guys want me to catch? Every single time I try, I die. And then Washa's like, every single time I try to kill him, I die. It's kind of like the last name of Sekai's.
That's true. That is true. And now they're looking for inhibitor turrets as they crack open the top one. Feathered airstrike to start seeing the pin as Kid Bomba loses all of his life, forcing the flicker, and Sunset Lover to throw artillery of his own. Now that the beaches of Normandy are clear, electrifying beats coming out onto Cram's side, tickling him, scratching the surface of his HP pool. But they want that mid inhibitor no matter what, and they will not accept anything less. They continue to push up forward, but they don't have ults to work with. Sunset Lover looking for an opportunity to shove them away, and SRG forced back finally.
Okay. Apparently they still have ways to actually deal with the siege by SRG. Kid Bomba didn't die there. I think that's where you could actually expect him to come in handy. Hopefully, if he doesn't get bursted down and gets to buy some time. But
he can't get out. He can't get out. Immortality purchased just in time to save Sawo's life. He was not willing to lose that flicker.
I like that combination. Just stuck him in the wall and then be like, all right, bro, what you gonna do? Either you're gonna lose your immortality or flicker. I don't care which you decide.
I'm just imagining you just give me your money. Give me your money, Sawo. You ain't getting out of this alive, sir.
Remember high school, kid?
If only you could purchase immortality then.
Yeah.
Even so, It's still going to be a little bit of
Look
a
at
tax
Stormy.
from SRG. Oh.
Okay, now he's gonna go back.
Stormy, who's 506.
By the way, this is probably one of the longer games of Dangerous Grass.
Yeah. Usually starts snowballing out of control at this point.
Oh no, he
Stormy
goes.
sees Eco.
He sees it. No, they don't. Oh, God! Blasted, but he gets caught in the middle of the wall. Forced the flicker out of there. And now the entire fight has already collapsed. Kid Bomba loses his life. A single push made the difference.
I know my boy, he's probably grinning ear to ear. He's like, got him.
He is.
See damage.
I had to look back. He is, as a matter of fact, still grinning. And now One Shot forced to use the electrifying beats to clear off the waves, but they still have the siege minion. Feathered Airstrike as well to ensure that finally they got exactly what they wanted. And they're about to open up the map even more as all inhibitors from Team Spirit has collapsed. The next fight begins. Sakai's gets out of there. Sunset! The flicker! Such a weird off angle, and now they don't have an opportunity. They might turn this around yet. Sakai's thinking about turtle boating in. Nope. Decides to walk away. Lord is still available. This is the smarter pick. This is the smarter option, but they don't want to let them go. Sawo finally flickering out. The electrifying beats coming up from One Shot. Should be able to find one, but Feather Airstrike from Stormy in the off angle is just too much to handle. He's the next to go as he gets blasted by Ooms back into a corner.
Oh no, the minions, the minions. They'll have to take care of the minions first. Mountain Shocker committed by Sakai's.
Woo,
That was super desperate. I can see it, but this is why I say this is not a fun game to play. Because every single time you think of you want to do something cool, you get punished. This is the kind of game that in rank, you will blame your teammates, but you really can't. It's just the opponents are kind of being unfair.
Yeah, I mean,
They're anti-fun.
I mean that, and also, wait, hold on. Is One Shot still? Yeah, I mean, One Shot is still God. It's a game of chicken. That's what it really is. It's whoever decides to let go first loses.
Tough, it's tough. Not even Tabo nor Kid Bomba could just decide to go in at any given moment. They have to pay attention onto the heroes that they need to protect.
I like the fact that Stormy is AFK just drinking some water. Has to turn back to
Oh my
what is he
God.
doing right now?
Well, we got to look at the instant replay here, and Stormy's positioning here is absolutely amazing because you can see that they want to go in. Hiko dives in for Innocent. That's a Sora, right? Yes, you went for the goal lane, but your goal lane is not of same value, my guy.
Well, let's see how much value they're going to get off of this Lord. Now that they're sitting around it, they get the damage reduction from this 21-minute evolved Lord. Oh, even the turtle ball has been thrown off. Feather Airstrike finally targeting towards Kid Bomba and the rest of the wave. Winter Crown coming down with the electrifying bees. One Shot finally disappears. Sakai's two-taps him, and they go straight for the bases. Sawo Sunset Lover cannot clear this wave in time.